Today we're going to talk about teaching your dog how to lay down on cue. So the first thing that we're going to do is make sure that our dog is in a position. I have a clicker and a treat, and I'm going to put her into a sit, but I'm not going to click for her sit. I will take the treat to her nose, and I'm going to make an L to drag her down into a laying down position. And then when her elbows touch the floor is when I used my clicker, and I give her the rewards. When I'm ready for her to get up, I'll say okay and release her from her position. Now that our dog kind of understands how to lay down, we're gonna start assigning a hand signal to it. So for mine, I just point to the ground. And when she lays down is when I'm going to click still, and I'm going to put her treats on the floor. The reason I put her treats on the floor is if I feed hand to mouth, she's likely to try to reach up and break the position to get the treat faster. You want to make sure to remove the lure as quickly as possible so that way you don't develop a dog that will only lay down with a lure in your hand. Okay, if you're still bending all the way over to cue, what you're going to do is practice a couple successful ones, and each time see how much further you can be up while giving the cue until you can stand all the way up to cue your dog down. We'll add the verbal cue to down once our dogs fully understand the hand signal for down. So now we're going to talk about troubleshooting your down. If you're using a lure and making an L shape and your dog is not laying down, some things to think about are if your treat is close enough to your dog's nose. So when we lure something, you want to be right up their nose. You want them to be glued to it. So another part of that would be if you're moving too fast, your dog will fall off of your lure. So you need to make sure you're close and moving slow enough that their attention stays with the treat. If your dog is still not laying down, you can use what we call a bridge method, where you would sit on the ground and you stick your leg out and you would lure the dog underneath your leg to lay down. As they get better, you'll start removing your leg and just cueing them into position. Another problem can be that if our treat is too small, it's not motivating enough for them to lay down, so you can try using a bigger treat and luring them into a down.